and welcome to a new episode of Jake's Car Crushes. In this episode, the cars need to jump over the water. We have Team Green and Team Red. Jake is going to be Team Green, and I'm going to be Team Red. Who's going to win? Here we go. Torque Twister is in the lead, makes the jump, wins the game. First point is for Red. And next is Civic versus a Volvo, and Volvo crashing in the water, and the Civic wins the game. Let's take a look in a replay. That was a nice crash. And we're looking at Formula 1 and Hero Hutta, and Formula 1 wins the game. Another point for Red. Maxim Leeway versus Cupra. Cooper goes into water, and Leeway wins the game. Another point for Green. Now Honda versus Ford, and Honda is jumping and wins the game, and he's going crazy, but he wins. Another point for Red. Maybe the salt shaker will surprise us, but no, he goes into water, and Ford T-Put is flying like a rocket and gets another point for Team Red. Cliprod is taking the lead. He needs to make a good jump and bounce to the border, and out he wins this game. There was a very close call. Longblock is taking the lead on Lamborghini. He's going down, needs to make a good jump, but he fails, and Lamborghini wins the game and wins a point for Green. It's High Roller versus High Roller, and Zebra's crashing, and Gray wins. That means Green gets another point. And Lamborghini takes the lead, makes an incredible jump, but High Voltage is going like a rocket, wins the game. Another point for Green. It's the Batmobile versus Shelby Cobra, and Shelby Cobra is like a plane, wins the game. Another point for Red. Ferrari versus Auf Pursuit. Auf Pursuit is taking the lead and wins the game. That means Green gets another point. Carbonic versus Lamborghini. Carbonic crashes, and Lamborghini crashes as well, but wins, and we come again extra point for Red. Next battle is between the Lamborghini and the Street Shrieker, and Lamborghini wins. Another point for Red. And Torque Twister versus Nissan, and Torque Twister wins. Another point for Green. Small Block is on the lead, but FKT 51 is making an incredible jump and wins a point for Team Red. Corvette and Lotus are next, and Corvette is going scuba, and Lotus wins the game. Another point for Green. Next is Mazda versus El Segundo, and Mazda hits the ground, but El Segundo is doing it faster, and we're counting another point for Green. Next match is Porsche 911, but the Porsche is crashing, and Hurricane crashes into water as well, so no point this match. Next up is the Track Ripper versus the Nissan. Nissan is taking the lead, but the Track Ripper is overturning and wins this game, so another point for Green. We're now watching Ollie Rocket and Hole in Heat, and Hole in Heat makes a perfect jump, makes the win, and that's a point for Red. Formula 1 versus Toyota, and that looks like an easy match, but Toyota is trying hard, but it's losing. That's a point for Red. Next up is the Tesla Roadster versus the GMA, but Tesla is totally losing it, and GMA is making a point for Team Green. Revenger is taking the lead on Pagani Zunda, and it looks like he's winning, so we're adding a point to Team Red. Look at that, these are crushing amazing. Mobmel is on the lead on Bugatti, so what is Bugatti going to do? He's losing, so we're adding a point for Team Red. Twinmill and Blitz Peter, what's going to happen? They're crashing both in the water, so no points to be taken. Torque Twister is on the lead, but Auf Pursuit is chasing him, but Torque Twister wins the game. A point for Green. We're looking at a Tesla Model S versus Lamborghini, and Tesla's doing it very well, having a point to Team Green. Jake is already celebrating, but it's a tie, so we have to pick a favorite car for the final race. It's the Alpha Pursuit versus the Revenger. Here we go again. All the Pursuit is taking the lead, but Revenger is on his tail, so it really depends on the jump. And All the Pursuit is crashing in the sand, and Revenger just takes the lead and wins this game. Look at the replay. That's incredible. What an ending. Team Red is the winner of this game. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.